Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Surabezwa. Today, I would like to present about relevant costs and irrelevant costs. Relevant cost is a cost that will affect the decision making of the management. Meanwhile, for irrelevant costs, the cost that we incurred will not affect the management decision. So the first criteria of relevant cost is not a sunk cost. Sunk cost means the cost that we incur in the past. Relevant cost must be the cost that will be incurred in the future. For example, last year I incur insurance on my asset. So the cost that I incur is not a relevant cost because it occur in the past, not in the future. So for the second criteria of relevant cost is differential cost. The cost must be different between the alternative. For an example, I have to order material A. There is two alternatives that I have to choose between company X and also company Y. Company X is 5 km from my office, meanwhile company Y is 10 km from my office. I have to consider which company that I have to choose. Let's say the cost of material is the same between the two companies, which is company X and company Y. But the fuel that I have to incur for company X to pick up the material is 30 ringgit. Meanwhile, for company Y, I have to incur 50 ringgit for the fuel. So there is a differential, right? For the fuel cost. So the fuel cost will be relevant because there is a differential between the two alternatives. So the third criteria is relevant cost is only cash flow information. Costs such as depreciated fixed overhead is considered as irrelevant because it is a non-cash item. So that's all from.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Arif bin Samsudin. So today we're gonna talk about decision making. So basically, manager make a lot of short-term decision. We'll begin looking at how manager make decision and how to determine if information gathered is relevant or not through the process. So before manager make decision, they have to go through a 5-step process. Maybe we even may not aware that we are actually going through this step as we make decision. You have probably unconsciously gone through this process in your own decision making. So the first step is to identify the objective. When we make a decision, there must be an objective. The more fully you can define the objective, the better you will gather the information. So the second step is to identify which alternative that contribute toward achieving them. So once you have a solid objective, you have to figure out your alternative courses of action that appear to fit your objective. So the third step is to gather and analyze the information. Instead we didn't think a lot about the alternative, other than just identify them. In step 3, we begin to gather relevant information. When we want to gather information, we only consider the relevant information when we make a decision. It will allow you to consider less information and help to speed up the decision making process. So the fourth step is to identify the alternative. Sometimes choosing the best alternative is not easy. We cannot just rely on the numbers. We must also consider the qualitative information that outscope of the monetary. Besides that, there are always other factors that should be considered that cannot be measured. Lastly, the last step is to implement the decision. Lastly, once you have made your decision, you have to take the step necessary to put the alternative choosing into action in your decision makings. So that's all.
Assalamualaikum and hi guys, I'm Daniel and I'm going to share to you all about the qualitative and quantitative factor in order to considering the decision making. Okay, first of all, the decision making problem emphasize the financial consideration, and decision maker are often to consider either qualitative and quantitative factor in making the decision. Okay, For example, in a supermarket, there is a various department. For example, cosmetic, dry wet store, toys and clothing department. Okay, one of this department, if let's say clothing department is making losses during the year, so the manager of the company is considering either to close down or continue the department. So here is the qualitative factor that need to be considered by the manager. Okay, the first one is loss of employment. It is because when the clothing department is shutting down, all the staff in the clothing department will lose their job. So indirectly, it will increase the unemployment rate in our economy. Okay, second, the image of the business will jeopardize. It means that the netizen will think that the supermarket is going to shrinking due to closing of the clothing department. And lastly is the supermarket will lose their customer. It is because nowadays people are frequently to shop all item in under one roof. So if let's say if the clothing department is shutting down, so the people are switching to another shop that have all the items. So that's the three main point on the qualitative factor. Right now, I'm going to share to you one main point on the quantitative factor, which is the cost of the company will increase. Okay, this is because due to when the clothing department is shutting down, so the staff need to be given the compensation. Okay, the compensation is in the huge figure or it is in the huge amount. So that will be cost by the company, and the rent, either the business, either department is going on or shut down, the rent is still need to be paid by the company. So I hope you guys will understand with my explanation. That's all from me. Bye.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. So here, today, I want to explain about relevant costs under subtopic pricing strategy. Pricing strategy is an important tool for the company and businesses in achieving their profit. In order to maximize their profits, they must reduction their costs as soon as possible. But now, here, I want to focus only more about the pricing strategy. There is many ways to implement strategy in determining the selling price of the particular goods. First strategy that usually used by the businesses is market penetration. Market penetration is where is the many businesses sell the same product. Example like pen. In order to enter the market, you must put at the lower price to get what we call a share from a market that we to control the price in the market. So we put the lower price as possible to ensure that our market will be that our product will be in the market too long enough, as long as possible. Now for the second strategy in pricing, the strategy is called the premium pricing. Premium pricing is where businesses put their product at the higher price in order to cover the research and development costs. Like example, for this Huawei P10 phone, when enter the market, the price is between 3K to 4K. They're quite expensive because the 3 to 4K is included with the research and development cost. Beside included the research development cost, the price is higher because of the quality of the phone itself. It has many features, it has many benefits, it has a high quality camera, and then there's a many things you can do with this item. And then as you can see here, the pricing after long enough the market, the price will drop. Now for the third pricing strategy is called quantity pricing. Quantity pricing strategy, or we call it as a quantity discount, is one of the strategy that usually used by the business entity. Like example, for these two book, one book, if you buy, you cannot get a discount, but you buy if more than one goods, two books, you will get an example like this book, you will get 2%. But if you buy more, you will get more. You will get more discount. Example like from 2%, maybe with 3 books you get 5%. And if you add more books, and then it will increase between the 5 and the 10%. That is the explanation for the quantity pricing discount. Now I move to the last pricing strategy that we call special order pricing. Special order pricing is usually is an order not as an ordinary order from the base from your production. Like example, I'm the manufacturer of book. I manufacture 1,000 book per month. But when I have a special order, usually I will produce more book. They will increase to 2,000 book per month. But usually the price for this special order is different from the price of the from monthly production, because the special order we maybe have a what we said different capacity available, maybe is not sufficient or is excess. So the selling price for the special order maybe is usually have a high different compared to our monthly production selling price for our product, selling price for the monthly production. Yes, that's the example. Okay, that's all for the pricing strategy. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. Now we proceed with our last subtopic, which is target costing. Do you know what is target costing? What is the step and what is the benefit of target costing? Okay, first, target costing is a selling price is reflect with the market share, and it also a product cost estimate derived from a competitive market. Price are determined by a market condition by a several factors such as homogeneous product, level of competition, and others. A company plan in advance the price point, product cost, and margin that you want to achieve from a new product. So the management has the powerful to continually monitoring the design phase and onwards throughout the product life cycle. The formula for the target costing is selling price minus with profit margin. Okay, now we proceed with the next which is the step of target costing. There is 4 steps. First, conduct research. Second, calculate the maximum cost. Third, engineering the product. And fourth, ongoing activity. Okay, for the first step, conduct research is review the marketplace in which the company want to sell and determine the set of product features on what is customer want and what is they willing to pay. Okay, for the second step, calculate the maximum cost. Company provide a mandated gross margin in the purpose that the product must earn. And the third, engineering the product. The procurement department must determine the component price based on quality, quantity, and delivery. And engineering department must design the product based on the target cost and design considered in the lower cost. And the last one is ongoing activity. Ongoing activity is once the product is finished and approved, they must enter into a new phase of reducing production costs, which continue for the life of the product. Here we are at the last topic in the target costing, which is benefit or advantage of target costing. Okay, the first one is it reduce the product cost significantly. Second, it reduce the development of product cycle. And third, ensure that the product are better matched with the customer need. That's all for our topic. For the topic 3, I hope that you enjoy the video and you learn something. Thank you.